Let's go take a look.
How's it looking, Doc? Is there any hope for him?
Chill, bro. I'm thinking. This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
That's right. We'd never normally send such a young Saurian into battle, but we couldn't stop him. Developed a real knack for sneaking past us and running off to the front line to fight the Abyss. He's a smart one, that's for sure. We even awarded him a Warrior's Medal after the war ended. But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago. He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Poor little guy. Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
Hey, Kachina, what's going on here? Traveler, Paimon! Long time no... So basically, there's this young Saurian in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but he's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Eva's taking a look at him. Nyan, who he grew up with, is here.
When my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was Milray who helped bring...
To think that he made it through the war, but now that peace has finally come.
Steady there, bro. We'll find a way. Ah, you're that cuckoo thesaurus from the vet clinic. Huh? What are you on about? So this Aoife you just mentioned, does it actually...
Hey, yo, everyone! Please chill. I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile Saurian, he showed remarkable courage in the war, but he's too young to be using that much phlogiston. As a result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's...
You mean he originally got sick during the war, but the symptoms only just started to show up now?
That's right. He may have just been acting tough this whole time. Didn't want his friend...
Aoife, there must be something you can do, right? Please help him.
Something this rare? I don't have anything on hand that can treat it. Good news is that I read about a similar case back when I was still studying. First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they can grow practically anywhere. Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there was...
Sacred Flame? Like the one... When Mualani and I took part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame, we collected loads of contending sparks to... Apparently, they're sparks from the Sacred Flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you carry them.
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of Sacred Flame.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in that land for ages now, but we've never come across anything like that.
So it would seem, as it happens.
Huh? For real, Uncle Pakal?
It's a coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natland knew how to make a special kind of sacred flame crystal way back when. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but the other chiefs might know something. I'll go ask them. Thank you, Aoife. Your diagnosis was a huge help. Mind if I keep you a little longer?
Sure thing, dude. I'll stick around until we've got some results.
Great. And that, I'll let you all know as soon as there's any news. Fingers crossed, he'll soon be on the mend.
What up, my dudes? Man, I could tell we're totally on the same wavelength. The name's Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather clan. This here's my assistant, Kakuku. Dude's all about copying what others say.
Where?
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah? Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends. The total package. Brave, wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
Aww, you're me.
Truth is, I spent the war treating wounded Saurians. Never got a chance to fight alongside you. Yo, thanks, bro.
There was always a long line outside Aoife's clinic back then. Seriously?
True that. More wounded were piling up by the day. Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years. There's some fresh talent rolling in recently. I'm hoping they could step up quick. But vet med's no joke. There's a ton of challenges to overcome before you could be a qualified vet. No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milray's. So rare if my old man hadn't forced me to read all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid, I'd probably only be able to suggest a more conservative treatment. It's true what they say, bro. There's always more to learn.
Oh, so your dad was a vet?
Yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My old man started steering me toward being a vet when I was a kid, schooling me on all kinds of herbs. My family's been vets for generations now. No clue who it was that kicked off the tradition though, you know? Back when I was a kid, my dad said something about our skills being medicine born of guilt. But the reason we got into it doesn't really matter.
Guilt? Sounds pretty strange to Paimon. Usually you...
Who knows? After he passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. I figure it's because guilt gnaws at anyone, so I'm gonna do my best to make sure that doesn't... Oh? Looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
Let the show begin.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io.
Well, as the saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide.
Given that he first fell sick during the war, he's done well to make it this far.
Hey, little guy.
For one so young to risk life and limb on the...
Whoa. All 6 tribal chiefs in one...
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep. These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine, so don't look too surprised.
Group dinners? More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my place. So shameless.
Well, your cooking is too good to resist. You've seen how hopeless the rest of us are in that regard.
Anyway, Aoife, we've been informed about the situation. Once again, it's a good thing Milray and the other Tepetlosaurs have helped transport goods for the Flowerfeather clan in the past. We won't just stand by and watch while he suffers.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but I don't know anything about this sacred flame.
I haven't heard of it either. Can this...
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references to it in woven scrolls. In ancient Netland, besides the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, there is said to have been another way to produce sacred flame, known as the Bloomflower Trials. It was a combat exercise, held jointly by the 6 tribes, that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
Sacred flame?
For real? How have I never heard of that?
Simple. The Bloomflower Trials haven't been held for centuries. Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. But it was so long ago that I don't know the specifics. The more reasonable explanation is this: that people once believed these sacred flame crystals to be vessels of extraordinary power, and that warriors could use them to enhance their own strength. In reality, they turned out to be far less miraculous than hoped for. In some rare, very specific circumstances, they proved irreplaceable. But they were not so different from the regular sacred flame in essence. The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the Bloomflower Trials obsolete, and thus they were forgotten.
I get it. So to save Milray, we have to revive the Bloomflower Trials and get all 6 tribes to take part. Ooh, that sounds rough.
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle. All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. We can keep it voluntary, So warriors who happen to have time can sign up and fight it out of their own accord. Since the war ended, the pilgrimage has become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
We should never drop our guard completely, even in times of peace. But like that, it seems high.
I'm with you on that.
No objection.
I'll go discuss this with the others. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that Mualani will be there. There's nothing she—
And I guess your vote was a foregone conclusion, eh, Pakal? Great. We're all—
Nice!
Thanks, everyone.
Let's head back to our tribe.
Agreed. Rules will be crucial too. A competition without rules is just mindless violence.
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the speakers.
Oh yeah, and we'll also need some ocean zephyrs to cure Milray. Who—
I've got that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
You mean these Saurians? You're right. There's all sorts.
Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Must be nice having a Saurian companion who can talk.
Well, if that's everything.
All right, Aoife, let's head back. And bring these Saurians along too.
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon. Whoa! They sure are quick on their feet. Guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away. But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you'll handle them straight away. Oh, wow. Go away, bro.
Even Kakuku's done with it.
I'll go spread the word. In that case, let's head.
So far, so good. At this— Oh, you're awake. Wanna try— You think so? Hey, Kakuku. Oh, long gone. Oh no, he does seem pretty anxious. Alright, so this is our base. According to the rules, all we have to do is capture 3 of their bases in a row, and we win! The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, needs only lift to claw, and poof!
Mess up our match, and I'll lock you up till it's all over.
You killjoy!
We're a real dream team. Let's just charge right in.
We know each other pretty well. So, there are a lot of cliffs nearby, so our vision will be obscured. They could ambush us.
In that case, let's follow the water instead. See that flag over there? That's the collective of... We'll approach swiftly on the water. Sweep...
I like the way you think.
I trust your judgment too, Lualani. All right then. Time for me and my Sharky surfboard to strut our stuff. I'll take point. Everyone... Carving waves! Here by the water route, just as expected. Classic. Huh? They saw...
No choice but to face them.
I'm ready! All right then. Time...
Come on! Show me your courage!
Spin to win! Clear the area! Hey, no slashing! Give this everything. Not a bad training session. Let's call it a day. We won! At this rate, we'll be invincible!
Don't count your Yumkasaurs yet. Let's head over to the next spot.
Wait a sec! Don't forget to plant our flag before we leave. This is proof...
See that? Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Nightwind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked off by crystal clusters. Looks like they don't want us getting up there so easily.
Don't worry. Leave this to Turbo Twirly. You've got this, Kachina!
You're finally here, Gramps. If I'm back home too late...
Don't worry, we'll make this quick for you.
Take a deep breath and get your teeth! Take a look behind the veil!
This was new.
All ice on you! Is that all you have? Good fight. Take a look behind my weight. Was not in vain. Chances are looking slim. Perhaps it's time I got going.
All right! Look! Up there in the mountain! The flag of the Flower Feather Clan!
Wow, looks like they're...
Yeah. Not only do they have the high ground, but they're highly...
Looks like I showed up right on.
Yay, you're here too, Shilonen!
Let's save this small talk for when the
Now that backup's arrived,
I'll lead a frontal assault. The rest of you find another.
well, that was pretty exhilarating. Even as...
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off Cuckoosaur riders halfway up the mountainside. That was well played.
Yeah, the going would have been way tough.
How about the sacred flame crystals? Did anyone manage to get their...
I found a few shards, but they were only about as big as grain fruit chips.
Yes, and they gave them to me.
Granny C. Lolly! Are you here to take...
I devised the techniques for the main matches, so of course those marshals handed the sacred flame crystals over as soon as I did a quick tally. At this rate, we should have enough by the event's end.
That's awesome! Well, since everything's gone so smooth...
Oh, I am all...
How about we head over there together?
Ugh, sorry, but I need to head back to the workshop to...
I need to help at the shop anyway.
I might be a bit late. If you're all there earlier, feel free to...
Great!
Huh? In that case, I guess I'll be up.
Hurry up, guys! You're the last ones... Come on, I'll take... You remember where the changing rooms are, right? I'm pretty sure I... Time sure flies. Woohoo! Let's get this party started!
This is the life. All the fatigue just floats away.
Aren't you gonna join us, Shilonen?
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here is more my kind.
And last but not least, surf, turf, and perch.
That smells of... Oh, hold your horses! There's a time for fun and games, and it's now when there's delicious food. Take that, Kanich! Bow before my greatness!
Hey, watch it, how? You're
This is...
Kachina! Tavat to Kachina! I made Sora's crackers. Come have some.
Kanich, you...
Thanks for sticking around to help me.
No problem at all. We had a blast.
Parties are always extra lively when you guys are here. By the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina's mind during dinner. Oh, it's strange. She usually comes to me for advice. Maybe this something different?
Of course. If there was something we could do to...
Oh, thanks. That makes... Anyway, I'll be heading off now, too.
Bye for now. See you soon.
Go out for some fresh air.
Oh, here you are, Kachina.
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided... Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Huh? What?
Well, you seemed a bit down after...
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me... So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom. Still, I achieved my dream. Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real life and that got me thinking. Am I the only one who's still like a kid?
So that's what's been bothering...
Huh? You mean everyone Oh.
If you think about it, when Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes. But if someone told her, you're eating this tonight, kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Granny C. Lolly! Help!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment.
Milray's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said.
I imagine you're right. By the way, you haven't run into any trouble late. When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, A baseless rumor, but a fearful-sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about
Mauika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last... Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able...
Can I come along?
I don't see why not.